Look, just because you and Peroty are in the same time zone does not give you purchase to come in here and start recording whenever you feel like it.
It does.
It does not.
We're not only in the same time zone, we're in the same house.
No, you're not.
No, we're not, but I just thought I'd kind of try it on.
I know where he's at and not where you are.
You're tracking him right now.
Yeah.
He could have been sitting next to me.
He couldn't have, though.
He could have.
That's a negative 10 for a good buddy.
How are you this week?
I am what I am.
Good. That's good.
And it is what it is.
It is.
I tried
So
out
should we start the show?
I tried out the... Is he not coming?
No, he's not coming.
Why is he not coming?
It's just you and me.
Why?
Because he doesn't love us. He
Well,
didn't.
that's
He's not
obvious,
like
but-
you. He's not a roving reporter. He doesn't take his laptop and his microphone everywhere he's going. He's got his
You
phone.
just
I
need
can
a
see him
cell
on.
phone.
Yeah, but I can see he's got his phone on and he's looking at us. He knows that we're recording. So I'm anticipating him jumping in and going, "Ah!" And that's
He
it.
won't.
And then going again.
No,
But it is
he
just
won't.
you and me.
Well,
So we're
no,
gonna start the
Donnie's
show.
here. Donnie's here.
Donnie's
You
not
want
here,
Donnie?
though.
But he is here.
He's there.
He's talking
He's
to me.
listening. There you go.
Actually, he's not even listening. I gotta start the stream.
Oh.
Hold on.
Well, there you go then. You start the stream, I'll start the show, and then we can talk about stuff.
Welcome to Two Titans and a Hunter, a Destiny 2 podcast. Dedicated in bringing you all the latest information, news, and opinions. This is the best show for new and veteran Guardians alike, where we share tips, tricks, and tools to help you succeed and enjoy playing even more. So with all that said, let me hand you over to your hosts, the Triumph Hunting Titan Nitedemon, the pink-panted pansy Peroty, and your Hunter Master Ranger, Mr. No One Respawns in Real Life!
That was somebody.
That is somebody.
That is Andeh. Andeh has arrived.
Hello. He has.
How are you doing, Andeh?
I am doing well. I'm very
No, you're
well.
not.
I've reset my Iron Banner rank. The last thing I need to do for the gilding is the wins, which that's the hardest part.
That's why you wanted to jump on my coattails earlier today.
Yes, I did. I
see.
wanted you to carry me through a few wins. I'm only on 62%, but I'm getting there.
Ooh, that's got to hurt.
Yeah.
And it's for even if you've got 5 pieces of Iron Banner, even if you've maxed out your Iron Banner gear, you could wear all 8 pieces of Iron Banner. You only get 4% for.
It's ridiculous.
For each win. It's like, and then you get to 98 and you go, "Oh, I've got to get one more win out of this."
Yeah,
it's pretty. That they kind of work out the percentages a little bit better, but no.
Yeah, no. Well, they want you to play it longer than like 3 days, so I get it.
Give people a little bit more incentive to play.
Yeah, true.
Well, I mean,
are you sticking around for the show, Andeh?
Yes, I am. I plan to. When does it begin?
Now.
It's already started. You're here. We can hear you.
There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Respawn's already moaned the fact that Peroty's not going to be here.
Oh no.
I'm not moaning the fact that he's not here. I'm just saying that's laziness on his part. I have been with you guys on a plane before, and he can't be bothered to start a cell phone?
Look,
that's lazy.
He said he's never ever getting back together with us.
That's fine.
That's not nice.
I know.
It's all right. I'm here. I may not talk as much as I probably should, but just focusing.
That just means that you're playing the game. Yeah, you're playing the game the same as Respawn. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all the talking.
Playing with Respawn.
Okay, fair enough.
He hasn't joined me.
So Respawn
Andeh here
is my American friend. I am Nitedemon, the English guy, and we have the Australian guy, Andeh, who sometimes hosts the show.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you haven't decided to take over the show, that we get a break for a week.
No, I ran out of Aussies in the clan to do that.
You
'Cause
know
that
other
was
Aussies.
the-
Don't just use people in the clan. You can use any other Aussies to talk about Destiny, and it's always nice to have a different opinion rather than Respawn shouting at you. Me trying to be diplomatic and Peroty just doing Peroty stuff.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see. Maybe we'll see.
So what are you playing right now in the Crucible, Andy? What class?
I am a warlock. I am a void
Stop
warlock.
talking. I don't care. Stop talking. Anyway,
Okay. It's the only class to be.
that's a -10 for good buddy. I had somebody actually reach out to me about the build that I was using, and
I saw that.
yeah, and I was using it myself, and I posted a clip, my one and only clip I have ever posted.
Was it PvE or PvP?
PvP. My
PvP,
one and only
oh.
PvP clip I've ever posted. Nobody said anything about that. Really hurts my feelings.
I'm
Right?
yet to look at it. I'll look at it. I'll look at it soon.
No, but the person that asked you to go through the build, did you go through it with them so that they could replicate it?
Yeah, I sent them. I didn't go through it with them. I just sent them the picture of the mods, a picture of the weapons, and a picture of the build itself. Right? I said, here you go. There's nothing hidden about it. There's nothing secret. Just it is what you see. You know what I mean? And I went in with Micah in Micah's lobby, which is the harder lobby of the two of us, and I was rocking this build, and I was doing surprisingly well. In most of the matches, I was only like within 5 kills of Micah. And I say Micah, but Micah's a really good PvP player, in my opinion. He plays all the damn time. So when I go into his lobby, I usually don't have a good time because they're sweaty, right?
Yeah.
But I went in there and I was actually kind of keeping pace with them with this build. And it's not even a complicated build. You get close and you kill, right? By just dodging. And it's crazy. Now, some people have swapped out the Kvostov in place of the Rat Kings because they want to go invis, for the cleanup kills. But personally, I like the Kvostov because I can keep people out of range and still do lots of kills. Like, people were in C on one of these maps, and using the Kvostov, I shot one guy and killed all 3 just from the ricochet
I'm
round.
so over
Nice.
going up against the Kvostov.
Well, then start using it because I'm crutching on it until they nerf it into oblivion. So,
I was using it, but I found another kind of weapon that is actually when I picked it up today, I had 90 kills. I'm now on 204.
And you played one game.
That doesn't tell us.
it was an amazing game. So
that doesn't tell us what it is.
Yeah, you can't keep the people waiting this long.
So this is Elsie's rifle.
Yeah.
With
the 3
Zen moment
system, you're toxic.
Zen moment, head seeker. No. Elsie's rifle. This is the legendary.
You know the one that you can get, the brave weapon set that you can get from Onslaught.
Oh, okay. My bad.
So
I mean,
Zen
not my
moment,
bad. Still your bad, but whatever.
Head seeker, and I have enhanced them.
Yeah.
And it is, if I can get all my headshots, it's a 2 burst.
That is very nice.
And if I can't get all the headshots, my Void buddy will go and finish the work.
See, the buddies in PvP, I think, is the worst decision Bungie's ever made. Right? Honestly speaking, you can have a Void, an Arc, and a Solar buddy all at once in PvP, and just it is awful. What other abilities are there in the game that they'll sit there and track? Like,
you can have Arc and Solar and a Stasis turret.
Yeah. I mean, it's oppressive. It's oppressive.
It's nice. It's nice to have a kind of warm, comfy blanket around you.
Yeah, well, you can say that if you want to. I'm just going to get close to you and dodge and kill you, like I've been doing. It's also a pretty good counter to the shotgun people, too, because the shotgun people that like to hang out around corners, I slide and dodge, and he might kill me, sure, but he also dies.
See, I just shotgun someone, didn't quite get the kill, but my buddy attached to them and just finished them off. It's great.
Case in point, yeah. That's exactly the point I'm making.
So you're not the only one, Andy. I spotted this video early, I think it must have been yesterday, from Say Wallabra.
That's the one I watched, and I was like, "Oh, do I have
going
that?"
over the Elsie's rifle?" I was like, "I'm going to put that in the show this week." And it's good that you've actually kind of played with it to confirm that it is as good as kind of a YouTuber is saying. Because I always find that was that when we watch the videos, sometimes I have time to kind of go through it and play and check and go, right, yeah, this is what they're saying is good for just an average player, not just kind of a Destiny god in PvP. So yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, as soon as I watched it, I was like, let's see if I have that role. I've got the exact role he has. Exact. Oh goodness, you're not on my team, are you? Or are you just yelling at me in text? Respawn.
He yells at you in text.
Okay.
Funny enough, I know we're kind of diverting all over the place this week because there's not much TWAB, because that was one thing this week. I was like, where's my TWAB? I want a TWAB. Where's my TWAB on a Thursday? And then it took me a while to realise that Thursday was the Independence Day, which meant that some people have it off and Bungie are not doing anything on that day. And that's why it was coming on the Friday. And I was like, oh, okay. And then when we got to it on Friday, which we'll get to later on the show, there's lots of pictures. There's lots of pictures, a little bit of information.
But
anyway, I was telling Peroty the other week that I jumped into the Dual Destiny mission with Respawn, and he took me through, and we were doing it on, I think I was on my Warlock at the time, and he was on his Hunter, obviously. And I said, he just shouts at you. I said, he shouted at me throughout the whole thing. I said, at one point, I had loads of ads on my side, and I was kind of maintaining them, but they were deciding to shoot across to him. He was shouting at me to control my ads. And I'm like, well, I've got them controlled.
Control your ads, bro.
They were controlled. They were shooting at me, hiding behind the wall. But then because he was over the other side,
they wouldn't have been shooting me. Okay, they don't shoot in two directions at once. You slacker.
He's very bossy. Playing with him, he's very bossy.
I imagine GDad feels the same way about me. I don't do it intentionally. I just get. It's just intense, okay? So I just get in the moment, and it's not that I'm yelling at him. I'm just yelling, at whoever. But
fair enough. So Iron Banner this week.
At him. Yeah.
I know you've been playing it. I've been playing it. Respawn, have you been playing it?
Yeah. I was telling y'all I took in the build, the dodge build, and that's how I got
one game and playing it are two different things. So I was just checking that you've actually played it.
I played it for a bit. I was actually getting very angry because some of the matches that I was going in was not giving me any rank. I don't mean like 1 or 2 or 50. I mean no rank at all. And like in the very beginning when it was sitting at 0, I played a match with Micah, came back out, it was still 0. I went back in, played another match, it's still 0. I was like, dude, it's bugged. As I said, if I'm not getting experience for this, I'm not going to play Iron Banner. This is not fun for me, and I'm definitely not going to do it for free. You know? And then I guess the Bungie gods heard me because I started getting experience after that. But sometimes I still come out of a match without having gotten any.
As in, like for the rank up for the actual
leveling. For the Iron Banner rank. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it's not awful. It's not fun either. But like,
no, I'm just pushing
enjoyment in just like, I'm going to get close to you and I'm going to dodge. And then you're going to die unless you're a hunter with blink. And then you can blink out of it for some reason. Because you can't double jump inside of the freezy bits, right? But you can blink out of it. I'm not sure how that works, but whatever.
Funny thing, we were talking last week. You said to me, what are you going to do for Iron Banner? What's your setup going to be? And I said to you, I'm just going to walk into Iron Banner with whatever I'm wearing and go with whatever I've got. And I literally did that. But I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany before I went in.
I hear there's screams for those things nowadays.
Yeah. Because I was on my Titan, I was like, hey, I've got this build that I'm kind of rocking in PvE, which is an unlimited sword build. And guess what they've just introduced into the game? They've introduced a sword, an exotic sword that will take special ammo, which means I could use that in PvP because I can go and pick up a brick, or I can go and get one of the things off the wall, and I've got ammo for it. And if I've got my strongholds on, I'm going to be invincible. And I was like, this is going to be amazing. So I kind of rocked up with my ergo sum. I went through all my ergo sums and I thought, which one would probably be the best one? I thought, a caster one that kind of does all this other shenanigans when it kind of triggers and kills people. I was like, yes, this is going to be amazing. I'll take a different one just in case, we'll have spider bots or something going around. Go into my first match and I'm like, cool, there's a brick right next to kind of the capture point. Captured the point, walked over to the brick thing on the wall, and it didn't give me anything. And I was like, is my game lagging? Because it just kept doing that thing where it was going round and round and round. I was like, holding the button down, collect the ammo, hold the button down, collect the nothing. So I thought, I'll go to the next nearest one. So I went to the next nearest one. Same thing happened. I was like, what is happening with this game? And I thought it's me lagging and things, because I managed to kill somebody and picked up a brick off on the floor, and I was like, got ammo for it. I was like, this is amazing. I've now got my unlimited kind of blocking. I'm going to charge towards their point, and I'm just going to hold my block, and I'm going to capture the point, and they're not going to know what to do. And I ran up there, and my shields were like Swiss cheese, and I died within seconds. And I'm just telling you now, strongholds do not work in PvP with swords.
That's so sad, but also so good, because if it did work, I'd be upset. I'd be very upset. But
I'm upset. I'm genuinely upset that it doesn't work. That there is no damage. I mean, I had the highest damage mitigation on there. I had the highest resilience. 100 resilience with and I was on strand, so I had if I meleeed somebody, I got my banner of war. I didn't get close to them. There was like 3 of them on the point, and they just mowed me down. I was like, "That what? Has something gone wrong? Is somebody shooting me from behind?" Tried it again, and it just doesn't work. Even against one person, walking up to one person, they can just shoot at you and you die. It's not like an area of effect like in PvE. I was like, oh. So I thought, is it what's happening with these bricks on the wall? And literally every brick, every game that I played, I tried to pick up the crate off the wall. Nothing. It will not give you one piece of ammo for the ergo sums.
Yep.
In PvP. I don't get it. Why not one? If you can't use it with the strongholds, it's just
Bungie
otherwise
says no.
Yeah, you have to get a kill, and you get one ammo to drop with that one kill.
I heard somebody else trying to do the same thing. It was somebody that was in my headset. I forgot who I was playing with, and they were trying to do that exact same thing, and they kept talking about how it's not picking up ammo. He's like, "Did you try the green box?" He said, "Yeah, it's just not giving it to me." And
Squirrel!
Yeah, what is that noise, and who is doing that? Is that me? Is that feedback?
I can't hear any noise.
There's like a wind or something.
Micah just appeared in his very toxic 2 SMG Titan Peacekeeper build.
Oh, okay. I gotta mute him in game. Hold on.
There you go. He's in your game. There you go.
Yeah.
That build is toxic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's why I bring him in.
Double harmony. Yeah. Double SMG.
Yeah, look at the range. Look at he's not using the good ones. There it is. There it is. Look at that one. The range is 78 on a sub. What?
Yeah.
So crazy.
What sub has he got?
He's got Unending Tempest with a range of 88. Sorry, a range of 88, not 78. And yeah, he's got Dynamic Sway and Harmony. And then he's got Shoyora's Wrath with Zen Moment and Harmony. He's got Deathbringer, even though he never really gets heavy. I don't know why. He's rocking Peacekeepers, and he's toxic. So, yeah.
Yep. I attempted to use the Shoyora's Wrath recently because I got the Adept one, and it was okay. The one I got has Cascade Point and Zen Moment, and I thought, that could go all right. I could switch Cascade Point with Target Lock, but I know they nerfed that on SMG, so I thought I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But it was all good. It was okay.
Did you hear that?
Target Lock doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
Respawn, did you hear that? Casually dropping in, I got an Adept one.
I mean, listen, I
never will. No. I accept that.
I didn't go flawless. I just persisted for 2 weeks. And I got the last 2 Adepts because I just persisted through.
There you go.
But no Lighthouse because but that's all right. I just wanted my Adept. That's it.
What I have found though is quite a lot of the weapons that I've got are able to be kind of enhanced as well. So again, like you, I did the persistence card and I got a Summoner Adept to drop last season, and that one can be enhanced, which is quite nice because that had the Golden Tricorn and Zen Moment with the high caliber rounds on it. And so I've enhanced that one. I've also then enhanced my Ross Argos with deconstruction and rewind rounds. I got into a frenzy of kind of just clicking the button to enhance these weapons and going and playing with them in PvP. And I was like, I'm now poor. I've got no enhancement cores. I've got no enhancement shards. I've got the golf balls. I've got 12 golf balls, but I haven't got the prisms or the little ones. So I'm like, I need them.
So I've been enhancing here and there as well. Actually, the pulse rifle, I took it out when I realized I had the right roll, and I started playing with them. I'm like, oh wow, this is really good. And then I realized, I forgot to enhance it. So after enhancing it, it was just ridiculous. But yeah, enhancing, I'm so happy they've brought that in because it's
did he
really
just get
good.
5 kill off the back? He's so toxic. Sorry, Mike. We're all standing on the point, and Mike runs ahead by himself and kills like 5 people. I don't even know what just happened. Anyway, sorry. Continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you. He's just an evil person.
The thing I'm kind of upset about is that, I mean, I've got, like I said, I've been doing my Summoner Adept, but I've got an old Summoner Adept, an old Summoner that has got Moving Target and Golden Tricorn, but that one can't be enhanced, which is really annoying because for some reason I like the feel of it. And I think it's because of it's got small bore and it's got high caliber rounds on there. So it feels slightly different to my Adept. And I really like playing with it, but I can't kind of enhance it. So, but I do believe that Bungie did say that they are going to go back and retro kind of activate some of the older weapons that we have. Not maybe the ones that were sunset, but ones that kind of did have origin perks. That you can over the next kind of couple of months or the years. So I'm still going to have to hold on to it, which is quite cool. But yeah,
if I could enhance my bygones with kill clip, that'd be so good. One day.
But I mean, I did it for my blast furnace because I've got a Headseeker Headseeker and Rampage or kill clip on there, which is quite cool. So I enhanced that one as well.
That's a weapon I have not taken out yet. Like I've got a few rolls, which I'm pretty sure are fairly decent, but I haven't tested them yet. The Vault Cleaner keeps trying to make me delete it. Delete a lot of my good weapons. I'm like, no, I'm not deleting that.
Yeah, because it's always kind of like we always say on the show, like these ones may be the kind of the god rolls that people kind of recommend in the YouTube videos. But if you find a gun that works really, really well for you and you like the feel and you can get the kills and you can do whatever you want with your build, you hang on to it because if it works for you and nobody else, then that is your god roll. And there are so many weapons out there that there are god rolls for specific people and don't work for others.
Yeah. Oh, that Red Death as well. I haven't taken it out to use, but it's been used against me.
It, but it's like it's not working for me. Relentless is beating me up though.
In PvP, I found that the Red Death, because I looked at the challenges, because one of the things says to progress to the next kind of Guardian level that I needed to use the Red Death Reformed and get 50 kills with it. I thought, well, I'm in PvP, I might as well take it in there. It doesn't feel like the original Red Death from Destiny 1 did in PvP. Yeah. So I'm like, no.
We've got the Crimson for that, though.
Yeah. And I do see people kind of, I mean, I've got my Kvostov, but I haven't been using it because with my Titan, I thought, because I was struggling with my Stronghold build, I thought, what could I do that's just going to kind of get me through, get me the wins, and just, I'm going to enjoy myself. So what do you think I went with? Go on.
I don't know. Is it just one of your faves?
It's the only one for the Titans.
Let me think. Titan. Oh, wait, as in weapon. What? Oh.
Weapon.
So you went with the Sweet Business.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sweet Business Acting War Rig, and just held the button down. And yeah, it's so much fun because people just don't know how to kind of, if it's not kind of in the kind of the meta, or they haven't played against it for quite some time, you can kind of wreck some lobbies because people don't know how to play against it. And once they do, it's kind of jump out that lobby and go in another one. But it is quite fun to play. And you were saying that you still need to kind of get your wins for Iron Banner. I've managed to play enough Iron Banner to get my wins, get my rank reset, and I'm just, I think, one level away from getting the shader. So I've gone back round again in leveling up, which is quite nice because once you've kind of done your challenges, you build up that times, I think is it times 14 XP gain on it as well, and I'm ranked up with my Crucible as well, which was quite cool, and done that. But I wonder, because we're now kind of in a 2-week period of Iron Banners, are they going to be the XP is going to be transferable? I'm guessing not. I think probably when Tuesday comes, it'll be a reset for the week, and you'll have to start back at like 0 again, and then work through the days, either kind of doing it each day to get the XP boost up to the Friday, or do it all in one go on the Friday. And the same with the Pinnacles. I mean, I can understand them maybe kind of resetting the Pinnacles, but I mean, the XP thing would be really nice, and probably keep people incentivized if they had already kind of done the XP boost the first week to then carry it through to the second week. I mean, you play a lot of Iron Banner. What do you think?
I'll be completely honest with you. I did not hear a word you said, because we are getting really close to catching up to this team. We were so behind, and now we're 1 point in front.
Welcome to my podcast this week, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guardians and gardenets.
Look,
Listen,
the TWAB has nothing but pictures. You should be playing Iron Banner for this week's show.
Can you please summarize what you said? Because I really do want to answer your question. I really do.
Yes, Respawn 2, of course you do. What I basically said is the XP boost that you've got this week, is it going to be reset next week, or is it going to be something that kind of carries on from this week? I'd like to see it carry on. If it is reset, I mean, it would incentivize people to come back or carry on playing Iron Banner because they've changed the game mode. But if you're kind of on that XP streak, it would incentivize people to keep going in and reset Lord Saladin over and over and over again, rather than kind of have to start back at the beginning again of 0 XP gain and then do the challenges to get your XP back up for each of the days for 4 days.
I feel like if it's not leaving, then nothing should change. It should just continue straight through. Like, it's not leaving for the week. It's literally continuing through. Like, you'd hope they would not just be silly and say, oh, he left for 2 hours, packed up, and then brought everything back. Like, it's
So, I mean, I don't think they thought it through, because I think they've just gone, well, we'll do 2 weeks of Iron Banner and we'll just test it. And I think it's just going to be, we'll plonk it there and we'll do that first week, and then it'll just reset itself for the second week. I think that's what's going to happen. But what I'm saying to Bungie is, I would really like that you can kind of, if you've already done your XP the first week and you want to continue playing to reset Saladin and get more Pinnacles the next week, reset your Pinnacles, that's absolutely fine because it's a clean week. Then that might incentivize people to carry on playing, because the more times that you can kind of reset Saladin, the more enhancement cores, enhancement shards, enhancement prisms that you can kind of get from him, and more chances at the iron engrams and whatever else to kind of get your god rolls for the weapons that you're kind of bringing in, or the guns that you've kind of missed as well. Or the armor, you might be able to get high stat armor.
They need to do something other than it's literally just an extra week of Iron Banner, because an extra week's always good so you can finish stuff off. But people like me and you that just kind of play it constantly, we get through that quite easily. There needs to be more, like you said, more incentive to keep playing the next week. But
I mean, the good thing about it is that, like, the YouTubers and the people that kind of go in and do the kind of the damage testing and the numbers for the weapons that they brought back, like the Claws of the Wolf and the Criminal's Dagger, it's nice to kind of have those there the first week, be able to watch them and then go, right, this is what I want to chase the second week, rather than kind of, they put the videos out there. By the time you've kind of, if you've missed that first week, you've kind of missed it. And then the next time it comes around, you're not thinking, oh, I need to remember that video was there and go for it again. So it's nice that that's a good thing for, like, content creators, that they can kind of go, right, you need to do this. Like, when we do have Iron Banner, I try to remember to remind people that at the end of the Iron Banner for the season or the episodes, it gets reset. So if you haven't collected any of your reward tracks, or if you haven't collected your engrams, that kind of just gets reset. So the next season, next episode that kind of comes along, it's gone. You kind of lost it. It's a lot easier to kind of remind people 1 week on a show, because Bungie very rarely do it themselves, to say, look, next week, don't forget, it's the last week of Iron Banner, let's get all our stuff. Whereas you kind of, if you're not listening to the show or the show gets delayed before the Tuesday kind of comes out, it's kind of, sometimes and it's not my responsibility to remind people, but I like to make sure that we're kind of telling people. You say
that, but you make it your responsibility to tell people.
I do.
You go through withdrawals if you don't tell people. I've seen pictures of you with hives just because you can't tell people stuff, dude. It's kind of an unhealthy thing.
To be honest, sometimes if I have forgotten to say something in a podcast, if I'm editing on the Monday, I will then, if I'm listening to it back again, I go, oh, I forgot to say that. I will re-record and add my bits that I forgot to say to help people in the show.
See, I have a couple problems. I forget every single season to turn in my engrams. I usually leave like 50 or 60 engrams there. And then I actually do listen to the podcast and I do get reminded, but I listen to it delayed.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, so by the time I find out, it's always too late for me. But
not only that, but
that's a me problem.
And you don't have access to the game, you know?
Yeah. Like that. That's a me problem anyway. That's
But saying that, I have got a couple of videos on the Claws of the Wolf and the Criminal Stagger in the show notes this week, going over some god rolls. I'm not particularly fussed with the Criminal Stagger hand cannon, but there are a couple of god rolls out there that people may want to kind of chase. I'm really impressed with the Claws of the Wolf, because apparently, because it's a rapid fire frame, it's kind of, I mean, I think it was Destiny Fun Police was one of the videos that I kind of picked out first. Goes over that it's one of the only rapid fires that's got Head Seeker and I think, is it Kill Clip on there? Vaguely, I think that's the one, or is it Zen Moment? It's one of those ones, but it's doing fantastic. Actually, I think I have got one, because I got one to drop, and I was like, I'm going to play with it and I'm going to enhance it. Oh yeah, so it's Head Seeker and Kill Clip, and
that'd be good.
Yeah, the one that I've got has got a range of 44 and a stability of 44, but I want one that's kind of got ricochet rounds to give me that plus 10 in stability and a little bit more in the range than what I've got. So I've got one, but I'm kind of throwing all my engrams at him and going, give me another roll, give me another roll. And he's giving me everything else, but there's a destabilizing rounds repulsor brace one that you can get, which is pretty nice. And I've got a good one of that, so I'm holding on to that one. But yeah, it's just, and I've got like other ones of Head Seeker and destabilizing rounds, and I'm collecting. I'm a collector again. Until my vault goes, stop collecting. You've got enough.
Already stopped. It stopped me like multiple times this season. Like I don't.
Same.
I don't know what to do. I've tried everything.
Yeah, you've got to spend a day at least going through it all.
I spend every day before I play.
That's the problem. That's the problem. If I'm going to do, before I've got to the point of now filling it up, what I kind of tend to do is give myself a couple of hours, either on the laptop or on my phone, kind of going through and looking at the different roles. And I kind of go, well, I've got that one in that flavor, but then have I got that one? Or like if I've got like a scout rifle that is a 180, have I got another 180 that has got very similar roles or different roles that I can remember that somebody said is good that I've picked up and gone, yeah, I'm going to keep that one. If I have, then I don't need these other 5 kind of things. So I've now kind of started to refine with the, like, looking at the same types of those weapons like we've got with Randy's throwing knife. Do I need a Randy's throwing knife? And do I need 6 of those opposed to kind of, I've got like the, was it the Fang of Ute, or the Fang of Ute, which is a stasis one. Which is a strand one, and it's got different perks on there. But what's going to work better? You know, do I need all of these other roles of these rapid fire frame scout rifles? So, does that help? No, probably.
I'm going to send you a link to my vault at some point, and you are going to probably. I don't know. You're probably going to be like, why do I have all of these things? I don't know.
Other people, he would not say, why do you have this?
No, I
promise
wouldn't.
you.
I wouldn't question that. I
he
would
might.
give you advice about which ones would probably be good to keep, and I'd be quite honest about it. Like, these are good ones. Yes, your vault needs to be that full because these are really good weapons. I wouldn't be a dato. I wouldn't go, well, why have you got that? Just chuck it. Why have you got that? Just chuck it. In fact, maybe I should start my own vault cleaning service.
I don't know.
Pretty sure
Do you
it's not gonna go the way
think
you
you'd
think
be
it will.
comfortable deleting other people's stuff?
I wouldn't delete it. I'd leave it up to you guys, but I'd give you the advice.
Yeah.
But funny enough, you being on the show this week, I took your build that you kind of forwarded to me into Iron Banner this week, which was the prismatic Warlock with the.
That's a PvE build, sir.
You didn't tell me that.
PvP, obviously.
I mean, if it works, it works. Did it work?
It absolutely works because I managed to get triple 100s with my Warlock, and again, like I said, it was on the prismatic.
Definitely not hard to do on prismatic, but yeah.
No, I had the getaway artists, which give you the arc buddy, and when you generate an arc buddy, it drops a stasis turret. Depending on what kind of the prismatic aspects that you've got, if you've got the turret one, it will drop a turret as you kind of make your arc buddy, which is really cool. And then I use the solar the little kind of whatchamacallit,
The solar buddy.
The rift.
Yeah, the rift. That's the one. I'm not a warlock. Okay, so the solar rift, and I generated the solar buddy. So I had the arc buddy, the solar buddy, and a turret. So I've been really enjoying it in Iron Banner this week because it's mainly control. Going, come at me, bro. I've got this point, and it's been fantastic. And I had the Nova Bomb as my super because I just wanted to kind of, if I wanted to take over an enemy's point, I was like, run in there, Nova Bomb them. Hopefully I wouldn't die and then be able to capture the point, drop my well, drop my get my arc buddy, get my turret going, and just kind of dominate that area so that we've capped all 3 points, and then they're kind of running around like headless chickens. And that's been fantastic. And I didn't realize it was a PvE build because I've been using it in PvP.
Well, I might have to give it a go in PvP if it's that efficient.
Yeah, I was using my Outbreak Perfected, which was really cool, and I was considering kind of changing up the perks, but I've got the one with the rewind rounds on it rather than the Head Seeker, and that was doing fantastic. And I was flip-flopping between kind of auto rifles as my secondary. So I'd use the Ross Argos, I've used the Summoner Adept that I've got, I've used the regular Summoner, I did try the No Hesitation to kind of heal my allies, but that didn't kind of work as good as I thought it was going to be. Then I tried the Claws of the Wolf because I was kind of trying to synergize with the Void on there for my Void part of the build. But what I was finding is that even though I was on Prismatic, I was struggling to kind of, unless I was using a weapon that was kinetic, I was struggling to get kind of the Prismatic Grenade to kind of be up before the end of the round or before the end of the kind of the game. But I don't know about you guys. How have you found Prismatic inside the Crucible?
I'd never reach the point where I can actually activate the Transcendence ever.
Right.
But I did use it a bit. I don't use Prismatic in PvP anymore. I prefer this Void build. I don't know. I'm definitely going to try my PvE build now.
Oh yeah, definitely try it. It's really good fun.
Yeah.
That's a PvE build. Are you sure though?
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, if you want to lock down an area, as long as you've got it kind of set up right, you can lock down an area because they're not coming at you. If you've got arc buddies, you've got solar buddies, and you're freezing them, it's like they're going. Unless they come at you like 3 or 4 of them, you're kind of taking everybody out as they're kind of trying to get to the point where you are. So that's been good fun.
I think you should definitely give that a go in PvE though. You have just turrets and stasis turrets and arc buddies for days.
Dear sir, have I introduced you to my infinite Titan build of like...
I think you may have... Oh, no, actually, you know what? I've never even heard of that build. Can you describe it to me?
Banner of War,
into this, man.
strongholds, and as many swords as you can carry, sir.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Didn't you just say that doesn't work in PvP? Didn't we have a whole
It
Wow,
doesn't
I
work
did
in
real bad.
PvP, but it works in PvE
Oh,
fantastically.
PvE. Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
thought we were still talking PvP.
And
My bad.
I did play as my hunter as well this week. I was a bit hesitant because I hadn't kind of. Again, I mean, even when I was with my Titan, I was very rusty starting off the week in Iron Banner. I was like, okay, maybe I should have done some Crucible before kind of jumping into Iron Banner. But then I kind of got my rhythm again and I got the hang of it. And I was really taking off with the Warlock. And I thought, I'm going to try my Prismatic Hunter. And I hadn't followed any builds or anything. I kind of just went through Prismatic wise. And I was like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do as a hunter? And I was thinking, what does Respawn always do? Respawn's like saying about dodging and things. And I thought, okay, 6 Coyote. Let's go with the 6 Coyote, getting double dodges. Because if I do the double dodge, I can, if I set it up, I can have my Radiance so that I can do the dodge and do that stabby thing in the ground and make everyone else around me on my team radiant as well. Because I was using a solar build last season that when I did that my solar weapons then became radiant and gave me extra damage, which was pretty cool. Because I was using, what was I using last season? I was using the Jorum's Claw, which was the pulse rifle from the Iron Banner, and I had Head Seeker on that. Because that one was, I think it was Cool Guy that recommended that. If you go a Radiant, you could use that. And then I swapped over to the Summoner, and I was using that, and I was finding the Summoner works a lot better. But again, yeah, so I went with trying to remember what Respawn tells you. 6 Coyote, and I had one that I think I must have just pulled out of like thin air off of my exotics at some point because it was a 46 roll, and I was like, oh god, what is this? And I was like, this is not going to get me kind of triple 100s. This isn't going to get me anywhere close. I can't really get that far with triple 100s on my hunter because I haven't got that many items of clothing now for them because I kind of stripped it back for the weapons. Because I thought I can always go and get those again. Anyway, so I went to Rahul, gave him an engram, said, like, I want it in mobility. Give me as much mobility as you like. And he said, okay, you can have loads of mobility and we'll also give you discipline as well. So I managed to get 100 in mobility, 100 in resilience, and then 80 in my grenade. So I was doing the dodge with double dodges. So I was generating the little spectral thing with Strand.
Yeah.
What are they called? Respawn?
Shadow
wait,
clone
what?
or something?
Yeah, I was making little clones.
No,
Strand clone.
No, it's not even a Strand clone. It's a Threaded Spectre.
Threaded Spectre, that's the one. So I was doing a Threaded Spectre, and as I was doing that, I was making myself radiant and then baiting people around corners to come at me. And then if I wasn't getting them down quick enough, I was kind of running away because my little threadlings were chasing them down and killing them. So that was pretty cool. And that was generating very, very quickly. Because if you use your dodge ability when you're close to an enemy on some of the setups, you can then get, I think with the mods that you can put on your armor, you can get quite a significant chunk of it back. So I was getting, I think I nearly had double dodge the whole time I was running around in PvP. And I used the blink knife thing as well as my super. That was really cool. I was throwing it all over the place and not realizing that there were people there. They were hiding behind walls and things. And I was like getting 2 or 3 kills all in one go because I was like, oh, there's a guy over there. Flick it over there. Got one guy. And as he does the spin thing, got the other 2 people that were hiding behind a wall, kind of trying to capture a zone. So I was like, this is really cool. So I was
just going to say, well, what I've seen people do with like those hunter builds is they have, I don't know how it works. I haven't played a hunter in a while, but yeah, they do that dodge. It drops the Spectre, but also a slowing kind of grenade.
That's what I was talking about in the beginning. Yeah, that's what I'm using.
There's one of the aspects or fragments that when you dodge near somebody, it slows them.
Let me just break it down because y'all are struggling. Okay,
look, I am because I'm not a hunter. Sorry.
The aspects you need are Winter Shroud for the slow, Threaded Spectre for the Threaded Spectre.
Are you breaking it down or having a stroke?
Both, yeah. You want the Swarm Grenade to do up any cleanups. You want the Snare Bomb to, blind them, right? So basically, if you dodge near somebody, they're slow and they can't jump away. They can't do anything about it. The Threaded Spectre is right next to them, which is going to detonate, do damage. Threadlings are going to do damage. And if nothing else works, then you're also going to drop the Bombardier's bomb, which is going to kill them, most likely, right?
Oh, you use the Bombardiers?
Yeah, Bombardiers. Okay. Right, and for the fragments, you use Faceted Protection while you're surrounded. You take less damage because you're going to be dodging near people.
Yeah, I think I use that one.
Ruin, your Stasis your AoE is going to be bigger, right? Facet of Blessing, Final Blows, or health regen in case you get off that melee while you're close. Then you have the Facet of Defiance. Never mind. That's not supposed to be there. Disregard that. Facet of Hope, while you have an elemental buff, your class ability regens more quickly. And Facet of Courage, your arc, solar, and void abilities deal increased damage to people that are afflicted with darkness debuffs. Like,
Yes.
I don't know, slow?
Yeah.
For example. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's kind of
the
nasty.
the smoke and swarm combo is doing my head in a little bit. That's quite toxic in Crucible at the moment. So they throw a smoke grenade and then chuck these swarm grenades. What did they do to them? They are like melting. It's ridiculous.
Respawn, I put combination blows on because I was thinking, because I've got an arc super, if I can dodge near them and if I want to
Can
punch
Michael
them,
come in
I
if
can
he's
do that
good?
as well.
He is getting very upsetty spaghetti that he can't have a conversation. He's yelling at me through text.
Yeah, but
Tell
he's
him
going to
you've
have
just seen a
a
show.
PvP conversation here.
I keep telling him that. He's like, you chose the show over me. I thought we were friends.
You were friends.
Bro, that's mean.
Hey, Nitedemon,
Yeah.
do you want to know what weapons I brought into Trials?
Go on. Trials or Iron Banner?
Trials.
He said
Okay.
trials.
So,
I know, but
Remember,
I was just
because
checking.
somebody went flawless, remember?
No,
I
he
went
didn't.
on.
He was just persistent.
Yeah, I was very persistent. It took me all weekend. But I haven't used this weapon in Crucible much because I haven't been great at it, but I think they've buffed something with it. I have to remember what it's called now because I've got a blank. So I was using a sidearm, which was okay. I changed to the Shayura's. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. That was after I went flawless. I think I was using a sidearm. Sidearms, I don't think I have any good ones. But I was using Dead Man's Tail. And oh
Okay.
my goodness. It's because at first I was using the new scout rifle. That's basically the legendary Dead Man's Tail.
What, the Vex themed one?
Yes. So I
Okay.
was using that with
Yeah, I've heard
high
a lot
ground.
of people say that it isn't that good. It's like it's meant to
But
be a
with
kind of baby version of it, but it's still not good. It's still not kind of hitting the kind of bar for some of the other legendary versions like that. So
Yeah, I was using it with high ground though, which was giving it's like high ground's like a damage perk. You don't even have to get
Yeah.
a kill with it. You just need to do damage with it, kind of thing. And it
Yeah.
was just giving me some extra. It was that was going alright. Then I changed to Dead Man's Tail, and that was doing well. Whenever the match went a bit toxic, I'd put on the Kvostov just to finish it off. But then I didn't want to stay on the Kvostov because I felt dirty, so I just put back the Dead Man's Tail.
Embrace the dirty.
did you have a specific role on your Dead Man's Tail that people could kind of look for?
I think I was mainly just using the Vorpal role, just so whenever a super did turn up, I could kind of just do
Okay.
that extra damage to them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because it used to be sold by. No, it didn't used to be sold by Zer, did it? No,
Yeah, it did.
Presage. No, it's Presage mission.
I
isn't it?
wasn't sold by. No, you're right. You're correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to play the Presage mission, which is up this week, but then it probably won't be back around for another 5 to 6 weeks because we've now got the node override in the exotic mission rotator and the Starcross mission. So the node override is the Vexcalibur sword, and the Starcross mission is for the Wish Keeper bow. And then this week we have got the Presage, and then it'll probably go Vox Obscura again, Operation Seraph Shield, then to Node Override, Starcrossed, and then back to Presage again. So it's going to be a while before it can kind of come back around.
Yeah, I don't know what role is good. I just kind of did the mission a couple times. I got one with Vorpal, and I think that's the one I wanted. I was like, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, I've got
Good
one
enough.
with Vorpal. I've got one that's got moving target on there, and then I've got one that's got subsistence. So I've
cool.
got 3 different versions because
Subsistence.
yeah,
That's an interesting one.
it was. Yeah, I think the problem that I have going back to the vaults is that I'm not specifically PvE person, and I'm not a specific PvP person. So I like to have roles of weapons that can kind of do both, or have 2 different weapons that do, I'll have like a PvE section or a PvP section, and some work in some and some work across both. So I think that's my issue with my Vault anyway. But yeah, Iron Banner, I've really enjoyed it this time around. The emblem is really cool, and
Oh yeah, it looks nice.
I prefer that over the
I
Iron
kinda want
Banana
that,
one that we
honestly.
had last season. So, but I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with the shader, because the shader looks like the dirty brown and green weapons. Just Iron Banner, I think they need to give us a little bit more to chase with Iron Banner. Maybe kind of some more shiny ones. Maybe.
Yeah, they need to just make people want to get them.
Yeah.
Because I want it, because I'm like you. I'm a collector. I need everything that I don't have, but I'll probably never equip it. But
Also,
yeah.
with the Iron Banner weapons, what would be nice is if they kind of did an ornament set for some of the weapons, so that you could kind of change them and make them look different. So like we had with some of the other legendary weapons. Like I believe this week in the collections in Eververse, you can buy the Fell Winter's Lie shotgun ornament for it, and that hasn't been available for quite some time. And I'd like to see some things like that. Like, if they're not going to give us a new weapon set, maybe give us a new kind of ornament set, or like just 2 or 3 ornaments for the weapons if they can't develop all of the ornaments, because it would be nice to kind of be able to put an ornament on, and then the shaders would be able to change the colors on them to do different things, which would be quite nice. So there's another suggestion for you, Bungie. Just give other things for people to chase.
Bruh.
Cosmetics. People love cosmetics. Respawn loves cosmetics. And I know Peroty was talking about it, I think it was last week, and you were the week before Respawn, is the Pathfinders. We were talking about the Pathfinders. And what I thought would be quite cool, going into Iron Banner, is that I'd just be able to sit in Iron Banner and play my way through Pathfinders. Some of the ones that are kind of universal ones that I should be able to get kind of done and carry on, and just keep resetting it and go through and no, you can't. And I'm very disappointed with it. It's like
me too. It'd be nice if I just didn't have to even look at Vanguard, anything, or even Gambit. I just want to Crucible my way through.
Well, no, I'm not saying. I'm not saying kind of get rid of.
I'm saying that.
But yeah, it takes you out of, like Peroty always says, breaks your immersion of the fact that you've got to come out of what you're doing to go and tick that box in another area to then come back, or be able to kind of tick the continuous nodes. Because I got to the point where I was playing Iron Banner for like 2 or 3 days, and I'd done all the nodes apart from like one set of lines, and one was do Gambit, one was do Vanguard strikes, and the other one was get 10 grenade kills in a row without dying in Crucible, Gambit, or strikes. I'm like, am I really going to be able to do that in Crucible? 10 in a row without dying? And it wasn't working for me. Even when I did manage to get the prismatic grenade as well, it's like, so I had to stop what I was doing, go to the Vanguard playlist, jump into a strike, and then like wait for it must have been about 10 minutes to kind of get the kills before then I went, I don't want to play the rest of this strike, and jump back out, and then I could tick the box and then carry on and then reset it. So I think, I mean, I'm kind of missing the fact that I could just go and collect bounties, or I could sit in orbit, click the button, collect the bounties each day or each time for Iron Banner, because we used to have them for Iron Banner, and for the Crucible, and go in and just play the game mode that I like to play, and then click the buttons to say, yeah, I've done those. I've swapped over those specific weapons to get those kind of done, and then just carry on playing, pick up more bounties if I need be. Next day at the reset, pick up the more, and coincide those with the gunsmith bounties, and get loads of bounties done, and just not have to worry about it. But this is like stopping me from getting pinnacles, as well as bright dust, as well as kind of like enhancement cores and shards and things. The other things that they're kind of putting the carrot at the end of the stick kind of thing, and I don't like it. I've listened to a lot of people go over it in the last couple of weeks of, why have we got to jump out of doing like Vanguards into Crucibles to come back to Gambit to kind of tick the boxes, and it should be one for each section. And if you are playing Crucible, there should be one for Crucible, one for Gambit, and one for strikes. And if you play your strikes, you reset it, and you can go and play the one in Gambit. you can reset it, and then you play the one in Crucible, and you can reset it. Or you should be able to go, I'm going to play Iron Banner, I'm going to play Crucible this week, I'm going to go through, I'm going to reset it, and then I'm going to go through again, and I'm going to reset it, and then I'm going to go through again, reset it, and then that's all my pinnacles out of the way. So I can't then jump into strikes. You only get 3, like they did before. They go, well, you can play anything that you want to play, and we'll just give you 3 exotics. So if you want to kind of go in and play 9 strikes back to back and get the 3 exotics, we'll give you that. That was fantastic. And it should be the same way with this Pathfinder. It should be, if you want to go and play Crucible, you should just have Crucible ones and just play Crucible. And enjoy yourself and don't have to worry about it because it's so annoying.
I obviously get both ways. Like with me, like I just enjoy playing Crucible, but I understand why they want people in the other activities, because if people don't go in the other activities, then there's no matchmaking. It just doesn't work. And people are waiting and waiting and waiting for matches or for just to join in on someone, and it doesn't happen.
More incentives. So instead of going, okay, this week is double XP in Crucible, this week you can get X, Y, and Z extra in Crucible for your kind of playing your thing. Or next week, Gambit, we'll give you Gambit rep and we'll give you X, Y, and Z extra stuff like for infusion or exotics, whatever it is, to give people more incentive to go and play in that game mode.
Oh, it'd be good if they put exotic rewards behind each activity that you can get a different role every week.
Exotic rewards of what?
Whatever they want. I don't know.
See,
just like it could be an exotic armor piece.
Problem right
it could be a new weapon. I don't know. Instead of, because they removed being able to get the exotics from the Vex Incursion and the Lost Sectors, and I found that out the hard way because I did both. And I was like, where is it? And then I found out, oh, you actually just have to purchase it, which was good, except I had just used all my exotic engrams before finding that out.
Yeah, because you have to level up Rahul to kind of get to his secret track to then go, okay, just give me said exotic. Which I think is really dumb. Really do. Yeah. I completely disagree with that whole thing with Rahul, because it's taken the exotics from being exotic to just being legendaries that you can purchase. It's like, I miss the days of being able to kind of just play the game and it randomly give you an exotic for just playing the game. You know, so many people got hyped for just getting Galhorn at the end of a kind of Crucible match or playing. Yeah, I got mine in Prison of Elders. So I got mine a very long time, and I was playing weekly, doing all the raids at that time, and not getting it to drop at the end of the raids. Doing my Nightfalls, not getting it. I was playing Crucible, and when I did get it, it was fantastic to get. And I think they kind of. I understand that they do the exotic missions. That's fine for those exotic missions and things. But for exotics each season that they kind of introduce, or exotics in the wild, maybe once in a while, Xur kind of brings an exotic round like he did with Destiny 1. But they need to make them more exotic. They need to make them... Well, they needed to make them more exotic, not kind of just, here you go. Here's everything. Just throw, just get an exotic engram, which you can easily get these days, and a siphon, and go, I want that.
So exotic engrams, definitely very easy to get, because I had been getting lots of them until I actually needed it to get this new exotic. Then I could not get an exotic engram anywhere until today, because I saw that if I did 3 mayhems, I could get an exotic engram.
Yeah, but if you did the Lost Sectors, they would give you an exotic engram.
Yeah,
it's rare. It's rare. I want my.
He doesn't want rare. He wants it definite.
Yeah.
So, Respawn, have you got anything else to add on Pathfinders or Iron Banners?
I've already said everything about the Pathfinder. Iron Banner, it's just not ideal, because it's PvP. But, I mean, I don't have anything negative that I haven't already said. There's no improvement to the Iron Banner, It's more tolerable because I got the Invis build, which kind of makes things haha funny.
Yeah.
But,
it should be fun.
Other than that, it's still just And like, for example, in this
match
instance, no, not match, but in this instance of PvP that I've been playing this morning, whenever I go to jump in the air and then try to throw my smoke at somebody, it's doing my regular melee. Now, I have this set up to where it always uses the charge melee regardless of distance, right? So even though I have a charge melee, I'm still seeing my knife pop out while I'm trying to jump in the air. And I'm just like, it's not how that's supposed to be working. Why aren't you throwing my smoke? What the hell? So that's a little annoying. But, you know, I don't know. It might have something to do with Blink. Maybe you can't use the charge melee after a Blink or something. I don't know. Probably something Bungie did a long time ago for PvP. But yeah, after I do a Blink and I try to throw a charge melee, it just knifes.
Okay.
Actually, just let shotgun everybody. But yeah, it's probably a me issue because I just don't know all the nuances of PvP because it's a bad game mode that Bungie needs to stop trying to pander to. So,
Hey,
I said what I said.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, well, like I
It's
said,
literally all I get on to do, really, or other than like story stuff at the moment, because there's actually stuff to do. But if I just want to pass time, yeah, just Crucible.
things like as soon as you spawn in, you're already getting shot. Like that is not okay. They should not have line of sight to where you spawn, and that's just how I feel about that. You know?
Yeah, I get it. It's probably not in the best place, but I still enjoy it.
Yeah, people get mad at me like, why are you dying so much sometimes? Well, I mean, I can't get out of the spawn. You know, like right there. There was a Titan in my spawn shooting me with a sidearm. Right there. Why is he in my spawn? Why am I being spawned right next to him? So close that he can kill me with a sidearm.
Yeah, you know. You take the good with the bad and the bad with the bad and all the bad.
There's no good in PvP. It's only bad.
Yeah. You know.
Now, if you like to be abused, well, there you go, I guess. But, oh my God. I can't move more than 5 fucking feet. I've been killed 4 times almost in spawn, and I can't get out. This is why it's awful. You know, if there's people here, you shouldn't be spawning me next to them. That's just how it is.
This is your weekly rundown of the final shape, week 6, starting on July 9th. The 6th week of the new expansion sees the 2nd consecutive week of the Crucible game mode, Iron Banner. This is normally a week-long free-to-play Crucible event, but Bungie have decided to make it a 2-week event, which means there will be no Trials of Osiris at the weekend. For this 2nd week, the featured Iron Banner mode will be Tribute, which is a specially modified version for Iron Banner of the game mode Supremacy. The Kinetic Aggressive Frame Hand Cannon Criminal's Dagger and Void Rapid Fire Frame Pulse Rifle Claws of the Wolf are now available in the Iron Banner loot pool. Plus, you will also be able to earn more pinnacle rewards, past Iron Banner weapons, as well as the new emblem Ollywalket and new shader Hammershock. In the Pale Heart, the exotic mission Dual Destiny is available for teams of 2 Guardians. You can grab a friend or use the in-game Fireteam Finder to find a buddy, and farm the mission to earn as many new prismatic exotic class items as you like. This mission does require some communication and cooperation mechanics to complete. The Final Shape's cooperative focus campaign mission this week will be Iconoclasm. The 12 Guardian Match-Made Excision mission is also available next to the raid for a weekly pinnacle, and the Grandmaster version of Excision will grant you the Ergo Sum Catalyst and an Ascendant Shard. The featured Onslaught map this week will be the Moth Yards, with the Fallen War Priest kicking off the boss rotation. For our Legacy rotation, the Dreaming City this week is at a medium curse level, which means Petrovenge can be found in the Devilian Mist, and has the Oracle Engine mission for the next week. The Blind World features Hive enemies and the Plague, Krogar. The Ascendant Challenge will be the Chimera Garrison over in the Chamber of Starlight Lost sector. On the Moon, the weekly story mission is a Mysterious Disturbance. The Trove Guardian and the Wandering Nightmare, the Nightmare of Hawkis, are both located in the Anchor of Light. Nightmare hunts Fogoth, Fear, Ghoul, Rage, and Tanix Isolation. On Europa this week, Phylax the Warrior will be the Empire Hunt, Asterian's Abyss will be the Eclipse Zone, and the Exo Challenge will be Agility. Days of Eternity Expert difficulty rounds are Taken, Cabal, and Zydron. The Scatterhorn armor set and the Pathfinder armor set will be available in Days of Eternity with Weapon Set 4. Fractithis, Chrysia Amilo, Volpicula, Wolftone Draw, Iotona Draconis, Canis Major, Contingency Plan, Legal Action 2, Outrageous Fortune, Steel Syllabus C14, and Spoiler Alert. The Witch Queen Weekly Story Mission is The Last Chance, Altar of Reflections Catalyst, and Altar of Reflections Insight. The Lightfall Weekly Mission is Downfall, the Partition Mission will be Ordnance, and the Vex Incursion will be Umshire Park. The Master version of the Salvation's Edge raid is now available, and will include a new challenge every week for the next 3 weeks for the Seal and Title Iconoclast. This week's challenge is the 3rd encounter. The Korota's End raid challenge this week should be the 3rd encounter, Iyut, the Death Stinger, called Equal Vessels. The Root of Nightmares raid challenge this week is the 4th encounter, Nezarec, called All Hands. The Vow the Disciple challenge this week is the 1st encounter, Acquisition, called Swift Destruction. The Vault of Glass challenge this week is the 1st encounter, Confluxes, called Wait For It. The Deepstone Crypt challenge this week is the 3rd encounter, Tanix Part 1, called Of All Trades. The Garden of Salvation challenge this week is the 1st encounter, Embrace, called To The Top. And the Last Wish challenge this week is the 5th encounter, Riven, called Strength of Memory. Your pinnacle raid will be King's Fall over in the Legends tab, with all challenges available for each encounter, with the exotic scout rifle Touch of Malice being farmable from the final boss. The pinnacle dungeon will be the Grasp of Avarice over on the Cosmodrome, and the exotic mission rotator will be Vox Obscura, with the Dead Messenger exotic grenade launcher being the main reward, the Season of the Risen's weapon set, plus the Tusk Allegiance armor set. The exotic missions The Whisper and Zero Hour will also be available in the Legends tab. This week's challenges are Lost in the Pale Heart, Fight Forever Guardian, Cooperative Company, Absolutely Stunning, Eyeing Iron, Grey Clouds, and Precision Calibration. Lost Sectors Tuesday Concealed Void on Europa, Wednesday the Conflux is on Nessus, Thursday Thrillerdrome on Neptune, Friday Hydroponics Delta on Neptune, Saturday Valve's Labyrinth on the Cosmodrome, Sunday Exodus Gone 2A on the Cosmodrome, and Monday the Broken Deep in the Pale Heart. Our 6th feature, Nightfall, will see us face off against Navota in the Disgrace over on the Cosmodrome, with the Uzunami RR4 sniper rifle being the featured weapon. The 6v6 control playlist will be taken over by the Iron Banner, Zone Control in the Party Relentless playlist, and Elimination in the 3v3 playlist, plus another week of bonus Crucible ranks available all week long. And that's it for the 6th week of the Final Shape. So I'm guessing that neither one of you have read the TWAB this week.
I haven't read a TWAB in...
I don't know how to read.
I don't remember the last time I read the TWAB, to be honest.
Peroty, just know that I'm missing you this week. So, this week in Destiny for the 5th of July, 2024. Not the 4th of July, as some Americans like to say.
Because it's not the 4th, it is the 5th. Why would you... That was the worst way to try to fit that in there.
No, it wasn't. Because it was meant to be on the 4th.
Uh-huh.
But I always say the British way round. And it's written July 5th.
So currently in Australia, it's Bungie Day because it's midnight. And Bungie Day is actually my youngest son's 2nd birthday today.
Oh.
Bungie Day.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Such
Mr.
a proud
Oliver.
papa.
I know. Bungie Day child. I mean, I'm proud of more things. But but Bungie Day, that was just...
No. You could have stopped it right there and we would have all understood. It's fine. We get it. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So apparently at Bungie, they did have a holiday, or some of them had holiday, on the 4th of July. And this week, in the TWAB, they're going over, a live stream for Act 2 of episodes. It needs its own live stream, apparently, guys. Bungie Day back then was almost here. To Andeh, it's already here. For us, it's a day away. So yeah, Iron Banner that continues next week, and then we have loads and loads of wallpapers, some 4K wallpapers, and lots of amazing community art.
Now that's a good banner right there. You just kind of skipped over you were talking about the live stream, but didn't talk about the banner.
I'm getting to the live stream. Are you ready for the live stream? Because I'm ready for the live stream.
I'm not.
I'm guessing. So our next developer live stream, not ours personally, but Bungie's next developer live stream will be on July 9th at 10 a.m. PT. And they've done a handy little thing that you can click a button and check your local times there. So let's check the local times to tell the people, oh, that takes us to a cool thing. So that's okay.
I love how there's an ornament for a gun that I'll never get, but it looks nice. The unconditional finality or conditional finality.
So apparently in Newbury, I don't know where Newbury is. It's taken me to. It says that Newbury. It'll be 6:00 next Tuesday at Pacific Standard Time. I'm guessing that it's reset time, isn't it, guys? So around that time. So it's going to be on Twitch because where else is it going to be? It's going to be on Twitch. It's probably be on YouTube as well. You can catch it after the fact, but you don't want to catch it after the fact because they're going to give you a reward for watching 15 minutes during the live stream will earn you a new shiny emblem in game. So yeah, make sure that your Twitch account is linked on your Bungie.net before the stream starts. So do that now. Do that even before now. You should have already done it the last time that they gave you some emblems. And yeah, just watch the stream and understand what's coming next in Act 2 of episodes. Have you enjoyed episodes so far, Andy?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm caught up. It's been quite interesting. It's kind of been not annoying, but just kind of figuring out. Oh wait, that person cannot jump through that portal because I need to pick up all these plants. But they're obviously playing a different game than I am.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't understand. Maybe I haven't been following, but I'm not sure how it all fits in the story yet.
Yeah.
Have you been following, or are you just doing your thing me?
I thought before I played Iron Banner this week, I thought I need to do some of the Echo stuff to catch up because I was trying to get all my kind of characters through Prismatic and the campaign to unlock that, so that when Iron Banner did turn up, that I had Prismatic unlocked and I was ready to go in the Crucible. So I'd done that. So I hadn't done any of the Echo stuff apart from maybe the opening mission. So this week before Iron Banner, I made sure that I kind of played. I think I must have played at least the first 2 weeks worth of Echo stuff. I'm totally confused, and I'm like, I know people have compared it to Seasons, and it does just seem, because I've kind of saved it up, it does just seem to be go to the helm, speak to the holo projector, speak to somebody else in the helm, go back to the holo projector, and then go off and do whatever it tells you to kind of do on Nessus, or kind of do via the missions on the helm, and then repeat, kind of going back to the helm, speak to the holo projector, speak to somebody else. And it's like, yeah, I get what people are now saying about that it still kind of feels like Seasons. And I think you've got to give Bungie a little bit of time to move away from the Seasons into episodes and what they kind of actually want episodes to be. And I think they did say that it's one of these evolving things, that episodes are going to be something that's different from Seasons. So I'm hopefully going to give them, I'm going to give them a bit of time to kind of work things out, rather than kind of dump on them that it's not what they kind of alluded to originally that it was going to be. So hopefully it moves as we kind of go through Act 2 and Act 3. It moves away from like the season feel into kind of more of an episode feel. But yeah, I haven't really kind of got that far into it, because one of the missions that it says that I've got to do is that I had to go down into this hole in Nessus and then activate the flag to then go and do this other mission.
I have not done it. I tried. It's ridiculous.
2 random people that just kept leaving, and I was after a time mode kind of expired, somebody else would jump in. I got the idea of like, got to get the ball to there and do this and do that. It's like, but nobody else seemed to know what they were doing. I was like, I've got to do this to progress that part of the quest. And I'm like, I'm going to have to find some people that actually know what they're doing and come back and do this. So I'll leave that for now and go and play some Iron Banner.
Yeah, I jumped in and I was like, what is this? And then it's timed or something. It was just, I didn't know what was happening.
You didn't want to play it at that point. It's like,
no,
if you're not going to explain it, Are
you talking about the secret mission? What are you talking about? Which one was timed?
Is it a secret mission? It's the one where you have to you find it by going down in this huge hole in Nessus.
Kind of like that.
You got to start with the code
season.
thing. You got to start with the code thing. You got to decrypt the code. Then you have to follow where the code tells you to go.
No.
Oh,
it's
I haven't done that yet. Okay.
No. What are you talking about? Well,
so when on one of the Nessus spawns, right?
Yeah. We know about that. That this is an actual mission. Like,
so is this?
It's in the helm. If you go in the helm, it'll tell you what it's called.
Yeah, once you unlock it, it becomes an actual mission that you can access from the helm. Is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, maybe but you got to like decrypt all kinds of messages, and you have to like. You stand on a thing, right, and it's just gibberish until you decrypt the message, and then the message tells you where you got to go. And then you go to the next spot where it tells you to go, and there's another decrypted or encrypted message that you have to decrypt, and ultimately it will lead you to a big asshole. And then in there's a bunch of things you have to shoot to kind of keep the time going. And then, there's a bunch of Vex in there, and it's a whole thing, and, yada, yada. But once you actually unlock
whole
it,
thing.
then it's there for you as a mission from that
Yeah,
point
yeah.
forward.
Yeah, so we've attempted to not us together, but I've attempted to kind of go in and figure it out, and then I just get killed, and it's just it's match made, but it doesn't tell you what you have to do.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you what to do. It doesn't tell you that you have to shoot the timers. I had to keep telling people, yo, you got to shoot the timers. And then, like, there's these conflux things that whenever I picked one, it actually freaking made me exit the encounter that we were in. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there. I mean, I don't know.
That's always handy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, hey, come here to decrypt the thing. And I'm like, okay, it's decrypted. Yeah, now you're back in orbit. What the?
What the fluff?
Yeah, exactly. What in the flippity floppity floofity?
Enigma Protocol corrupted data mission.
That's the one.
Yeah. I mean, it has got a 2005 power cap on it and a combat difficulty of 3 skulls.
It's not hard to do. It's just they don't tell you what you need to do, and that's aggravating. You know?
Yeah.
What's the point here?
Venture into the Vex network,
here?
disrupt the Vex from accessing and locking away a treasure trove of Golden Age data, and investigate strange clues left in the network. Enigma Protocol uses a low starting timer, requires Guardians to move quickly and find ways to increase their time in the Vex net. To increase your time, destroy network security nodes, defeat archival timekeepers, and unlock a code-based splicer vendor upgrades. And I'm like, that, yeah, okay.
Those are all words. Yeah,
They are.
They are. And then these things are hidden in the weirdest nooks and crannies. You have to, like, they're not even obvious. You have to actually look for these stupid things, man.
Mm.
You know?
Breach the arena breach executable thing. Easy. Love that. That's good. Go around, collect the things, destroy the boss, give me stuff at the end of it. Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
And then for this decrypted executable, whatchamacallit, Tinky-Mahoozies, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't even give you, like, high tier loot. It just gives you more loot. It's a more complicated way to get the same loot the other thing already gives you.
Do you not get red borders and things from it though? Is it not?
I haven't.
Yeah, I think you can. I got a red border from Crucible with one of those weapons today.
Interesting.
I got the Lost Signal grenade launcher red border from it. Just dropped it in Crucible.
Yeah,
I don't think I've gotten any of those weapons in Crucible yet. I keep getting Iron Banner stuff.
If you do the Enigma Protocol, it says that the Dawning weapons or Dawn weapons are common, and that there's an emblem that will drop, which is rare.
Interesting.
Lots of.
I think I've got the emblem, but I don't know anything about those weapons. I don't.
Will it be at the moment? It's the sidearm, which is breach light, and the and scout rifle. I can't remember the name of it now. It's the
returning one, the one that people were sweating in PvP for a long time. That one.
Yeah, the Saint 14 one. I can't remember it. I think I've deleted the one I did get.
What's this? Which weapon?
The scout rifle.
Got it here. Patron of Lost Causes.
That's the one. Patron of Lost Causes.
The Lost Patron of
There's only those two available at the moment. There will be more available as the season goes on and more acts open up.
Wait, no, I've got another one. I've got a different weapon. There's the
No,
I do.
No.
So are you saying it's just breach light and that you can get this season?
For now, part of Act 1.
I'm telling you.
What's another weapon? Go on then.
Line in the Sand, linear fusion rifle heavy. That dropped for me recently.
Hey, in the Crucible game we were just playing, there's ACHANCHE, Akanses 007. He sent me a private message saying, "Hey, podcast guy." So apparently, somebody recognized me in Crucible.
Oh wow! Wait, who was it? Which one?
Arachne 007.
There you go. You got a shout out on the show from the podcast guy.
Are you trying to say a chant 007?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
So yes, live stream on July 9th at reset time, roughly. Check on Twitch, link your Bungie account to your Twitch, and get the emblem for watching 15 minutes. And I suppose we should say happy Bungie Day to you, Andy, because you're already there. How's it looking in the future?
Yeah. The stream was awesome. Like you
No,
do not
Bungie
understand.
Day. Bungie Day isn't.
They're not doing a stream on Bungie Day.
No, that's a different day.
No, they are. No, they've just. I'm watching it right now. The
What's
stream is
happening?
the stuff that they're adding into the game is amazing. You'll find out in a few hours, but it's mind blowing.
Okay.
You'll find out in a few hours. Hey guys,
I've already got the emblem.
Into the future.
Who's won the Bungie Foundation tournament then?
It was wait, was this the Crucible one or the PvE kind of one?
You tell me.
Oh, this so it was 2 barbells and 1 dumbbell. They won.
Oh, okay. Oh, they won.
Yeah. They're really good.
How far in the future are you? On July 28th, because it runs from July 9th to July 28th.
I am in September, buddy.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Yep.
So
the Warlock main. Ooh.
Bungie Foundation are running a tournament, and they're giving bragging rights to 16 PvP tournament teams. And there'll be predetermined match modifiers, loadout restrictions, and custom game types. And that will ratchet up the fun and keep our teams on their toes. And yes, there's a list in the TWAB. So that's pretty cool. And with the Bungie Day returning, we have some donation incentives. So they're breaking into the Bungie Day Vault. So $7 each will give you returning Bungie Day emblems. So we have the Blue Blood Cells from last year, 7 of 7s from 2022, Heritage Eternal, again from 2022, the Bungie Day from 2021, Septenary Encryption from 2020, Sign of Celebration from 2019, and Day of 7 from 2018. So, and the Season 21 Graphic Daydreams emblem, which was the community design for Bungie Day 2023, is also up for grabs. So that's pretty cool. And you can get the Disciples Shell Exotic Ghost, Cooper's Ghost, and Lubrian Luxury Shader Bundle for, is that no? That's doesn't say how much that's for. I'm guessing maybe for $7, but in addition, for 700 silver at the in-game Eververse, you can also get the unconditional love ornament for the conditional finality, and those proceedings will all go to the Bungie Foundation. So it's good if you've got a conditional finality. That will look very hearty and lovely. It's
I see what you did there. You said lovely.
I think it looks great. I just know I'll never get that gun.
I like the other one that I've already got better.
Yeah. Fundraising incentives: $500 fundraising emblem, Gratium Flare. The top 3 individual fundraisers will also earn the 7th column Chaos VIP for next year's stream, which, among other perks, grants them the ability to set the modifiers for next year's tournament's final. So that's not kind of open to me then, I guess. No. The top 25 fundraisers will be the stadium crowd for next year's stream, and we'll get to submit custom images for inclusions in the Twitch stream overlay for the following year's event. There's some incentive to maybe raise some money there. So yeah, the campaign will kick off on July 9th, and the official matches begin on July 10th, with the semi-finals and finals broadcast live on the Bungie Foundation Twitch channel on July 25th. And they'll share more details in the coming weeks of how you can sign up to donate. Follow Bungie Love to ensure that you don't miss out on all the news coming your way. I'm guessing that's on X or Twitter, possibly. But we do have a Bungie store sale, so also beginning on July 9th. If you're looking to get some new goodies or maybe some old ones, you're in luck. The Bungie store will celebrate Bungie Day with a whole week of discounts. You get a free emblem with every purchase. There's a cute plush Crota. There's Destiny rings and lots of other things that you can kind of get from July 9th to July 16th at 10 a.m. PT. That's pretty cool. So go and check that, because by the time you hear this, it'll be live. And then we have one more week of Iron Banner. There's a silly video, and then there's lots of art. So if you want some art for your desktops or your phones, Bungie have got you covered. So if you like The Witness and you want The Witness on your phone, go for it. After the Battle, if you want a kind of pinky purple traveller, then Peroty. have at it. If you like the Into the Stars, which I do like that's pretty cool. I'm thinking of maybe putting that on the desktop, but then it's not animated. Could we, Bungie, could we start looking at maybe animated desktops?
How cool would that be?
Because my one, when I open my MacBook, it kind of animates, and then if I kind of open it, it kind of slows down. It's really cool. It's like a little drone shot. So it'll continue playing. I can just watch it for hours going across the Grand Canyon. Anyway, really cool art. They've got a Echoes contest going for some art submissions. So the hashtag Echoes AOTW Art of the Week contest is going strong, and they have some amazing pieces already. And the rest of us have until July 16th when Act 2 starts to complete your renditions of Act 1. So act fast. And then you can have a look through those on the TWAB. Some of those are really cool. And yeah, I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. And then we've got more manga comics from the Japanese webcomic artist Metaro, and has finished her 3-month series, and they're excited to share them all with us now. So that's also in the TWAB.
Yeah. And
then we have Peroty's player support report, which he's dobbed us out for and not come back to tell us. So, are you still playing Iron Banner?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, just getting smashed.
Over, though. It just ended.
Yeah,
That was orbital.
That's all right.
Match,
I might as well continue reading. Well,
you say terrible match. I did pretty good.
Yeah, you did.
So your player support report for this week is read by me, Nitedemon.
Nitedemon? Who's that?
Me. That's me. Raid Jacket and Bag Extension. Players have until July 9th to defeat the Witness in the Salvation's Edge and claim the Raid Jacket and Raid Sling Bag at the Bungie rewards at Bungie Store. Known issues. While they continue to investigate various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our hashtag help forum. The Grandmaster Nightfall node in the Fireteam Finder is displaying last season's Grandmaster Nightfall selection. That's a very big issue there. Using a raid key in the Excision can grant a deep sight weapon for a weapon whose pattern has already been unlocked. That's not good.
That's not cool.
Yeah,
no the Avalon and Starcross exotic missions are not available in the Fireteam Finder when active in the exotic mission rotator. And the Avalon and Starcross exotic missions do not have a weekly challenge when active in the exotic mission rotator. Again, that's
silly.
Yeah. I think I pointed that out a couple of weeks back when it kind of popped up.
The
Arbor Ward in Exotic is preventing players from gaining Transcendence energy from prismatic rifts. The Ignited Light Ray Triumph is not completing for players as expected. Is it completing unexpectedly then?
Is it completing at all?
Maybe not.
Is it completing in a different way? Is it completing something else in the process?
Maybe it is. The Gunpowder Gamble aspect does not activate on all kill weapons or ability effects. Special and heavy ammo crates can sometimes stack on top of each other in the Endless Veil. And for a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, review our known issues article. And if you observe other issues, be like Respawn, keep them to yourself. Oh, no, actually, sorry. Please report them to our hashtag help forum. You always keep them to yourself and then moan about it on the show, and we go, "Have you filled in a form?"
I can't be the only one that experiences this, and
but you can't wait for other people to fill out your forms for you.
Yes, I can and do.
I know you do. And there you go. That's it for this week. There's some art and movies of the week. So if you want to enter into the movie of the week or the art of the week, it's hashtag MOTW or hashtag AOTW, and you can get an emblem for either one of those. And yes, so there's more Iron Banner next week. They've heard Grimwell's Dagger is a worthy Igneous Hammer rival, not according to some of the weapons specialists that I've been listening to, so maybe not.
Hand cannons are toxic.
Hand cannons are always toxic. They should be removed from the game now and forever and ever, amen.
Yes.
That hurt. I mean, or at least tune them so that they make sense. You know, they shouldn't have the range of a scout rifle. I don't care who you are or what you think. That shouldn't be a thing. Okay.
No. Yes, exactly. Like if I'm using a scout and I'm getting 3 tapped by a hand cannon from ridiculous range.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not cool.
No.
And as somebody that's used guns in real life that could be considered hand cannons, they do not have that kind of range. People's like, oh, they've got the range. No, they don't. And if they do have the range, they don't have that accuracy. There's always a trade-off, you know? It's ridiculous. So stupid.
Well, Respawn is definitely a cruel summer, isn't it?
School's out for summer? What?
No, it's a cruel summer. So we're
You're
just going to have to
cruel
shake
summer.
it off.
Is
aren't we?
out for me.
We're just
For
going
my
to have to
kids.
shake it off and get rid of that bad blood. Because
I don't know what you're saying.
Is Taylor Swift for some reason. I'm not sure what's
Oh.
happened.
That's why Peroty's over there in Europe with him.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember Peroty's over there. Yes.
he belongs with me.
I guarantee you just know these lyrics off by heart. You're not even looking them up.
I promise he does. Yeah, he's one of those weird people. He's a Swifty, a Swafty, a Swoofty, a Swiffer.
I'm sure one of them words you just said was a curse word somewhere.
Look, don't blame me. We're going to get into tips, tricks, guides, and builds.
Yo!
So this week we have a video from Cheese Forever. We always have
we
videos
don't.
from Cheese Forever. We love Cheese
we don't.
Forever. He's
No, we don't.
amazing.
No, he's not.
Aerial Ace. So the CIS mission, 4 minutes going fast triumph, Transcendent Cheese. He's got a video on that. So if you want to do that really fast, get a fire team because it goes faster with a fire team. Say Wallabra goes over the gun that Andy says is broken. He says is broken. So that's the Elsie's rifle, and see why it is so cool and what roles you need to be looking out for in Onslaught. Claws of the Wolf has 2 of the most powerful combos a pulse rifle can get, according to Cool Guy. And then, according to Destiny Fun Police, he says it's insane. So I'll put both those videos in there because why not? And then True Vanguard asks, just how good is Criminal's Dagger now in the final shape?
Oh my god.
Because you may want to find out before next week.
The gun that's killing everyone, that stupid ass hand cannon.
I have noticed the pulse rifle, the Iron Banner one, sounds so much like the bygones when fired. But is it the same archetype?
Yes.
sure.
Fast firing archetype, yeah. Rapid fire, whatever the hell it's called.
Possibly. Oh, and my last video is, and I can't find it on my list because I don't know. I've watched so much stuff this week, but it's the challenge for the Salvation's Edge for the second challenge by Kimber Prime this week, going over how to do that. So when it comes back around in about 3 or 4 weeks' time, or 4 or 5 weeks' time, you'll be able to know what to do if you missed out this time. Respawn?
Yes, sir.
Raid update? Have you done it? Have you finished it?
Yes and no.
Oh, not again.
No. Okay,
Right,
so this
no.
no. I did every encounter of the raid. So I thought, right? So because it was hard to find people doing it fresh, they were always doing checkpoints here and there. I was doing checkpoint by checkpoint to complete all the encounters, right? So I'm like, all right, I've done all the encounters. I know what's going on. I've been taught how to do all the things. Now I'm just gonna find a group that's doing it fresh for real, right? So I went in. First encounter's fine. Second encounter's fine. Third encounter's fine. I'm thinking we're at the boss. We go into the room that's all white. I'm like, what is this? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't know what this is. I've never been here. And then the dude's like, I put in the post, know what you're doing. I'm like, for every encounter that I've done, I do. I don't know what the hell this is. And I told him, like, look, dude, I'll leave, dude, because I didn't know what, because I'm used to them having 4 encounters for raids, right? I'm sure at some point in time I heard that there were 5, but I didn't retain it, right? So this raid has 5 encounters, which threw me off. So when I got here, I didn't know what was going on. So I opted out and let them replace me with somebody else. And then I went to learn that encounter. And that encounter is stupid easy to learn, you know? And I see all these things everywhere about how it's the hardest thing. There's even calculators for it and this and that and the other. Basic geometry is all you need for this encounter, dude. It is not difficult at all.
If you don't know basic geometry, you might need to watch the Vanguard
How do
video.
you not know what a square, a circle, a shape, a sphere, a prism, and a freaking cylinder are? Everybody knows those.
Do they though?
Do they?
Yes, they do. They really do. But yeah, so I mean, I went in there, I learned that, and then I went back and I started another group that was fresh, got up to the boss, and then these guys couldn't do the boss. But I've done the boss previously, so technically, I've done every encounter of the raid. I just haven't done them all sequentially or all in 1 week.
You just need to calm down.
Oh God, what are you segueing into?
Nothing. I'm about to hand over to last week's Peroty to thank our patrons because I can't find the list and he hasn't given it to me. before he's gone away on holiday that he gave to me last time. So I don't know if there's any updated ones from the last time. So I'm just going to drop in Peroty from last week. So it may sound
awful.
Yeah, it's going to sound awful and disjointed, but it's Peroty from last week thanking our patrons.
You know who you can't threaten with a good time? Zip Orbiting K4. You know who our Otter dance troupe is? Our phenomenal dance troupe of the T-Rex King, Scarlet KM, Mel O'Malley, Dedicated William 64, and Renard Calant. Our grenade throwers of Carter 2782, Golden God 1562, Noble, basically Salt, Fire Squad 1688, and Coderson 105. And Deacon's Day 1 raid team of Dimwee, Gravy Jeff, and PB Pipe are phenomenal patrons who put up with us each and every week. And really, you know, they're here to appreciate us. We're here to appreciate them. We thank you each and every week and every time. And, you know, we're just very thankful and happy you enjoyed the show and enjoy what we do.
And we do appreciate you guys. So thanks for that.
We do. And I don't want to mess it up.
Even
That's
me.
why I've got Peroty to say it all again.
Even you.
Yeah.
Even me.
Even you. Even you. You're one of my favorite ones, even though we never talk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So we do thank y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for listening to the show. And whenever I get the YouTube key from Nitedemon, y'all might actually see me up there. He's being very stingy with it, though. Apparently, I am not socially acceptable on YouTube, but, you know.
No, that's what YouTube said, not me.
I think, Nitedemon, you should lend me the YouTube key without my audio talking, but just so I can do some matches and you can see how terrible I actually am.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that's it for this week.
Indeed.
It's a very short week, and because there's not much to discuss, because everybody...
The Nightfalls, sorry, the Grandmasters, now that they're out, while we're on topic, don't be afraid to do those, because they're not... No. Before we get off topic, before you end the show.
We were ending the show.
I know, but just, you know, for you guys that are out there, don't be afraid to do them. They're not as scary as they have been in previous years. I don't know if it's because of the power creep or the weapons or maybe just the loadouts that we have, but it's pretty doable to do even the Grandmasters, even if you're under light level, because I've been taking people in there that are under light level, and we're still doing it because the highest level in the party brings everyone up to within 5 of their light. So you being of light to do those isn't even really a factor anymore. So get a group together, have fun, and get some adept weapons, even though they're probably useless now.
So I'm going to extend the show by a few more seconds because I just remembered I actually, on day 1 of the 12-man Grandmaster coming out, I ended up joining a group that just said, all right, let's go do it. I was like, oh, are you sure? I'll use up everyone's lives. I used up a lot of lives, but wasn't everyone's. But that was the most buggiest experience I've ever had in this game. Like 12-man Grandmaster, it was good.
Oh, you're talking about the Incision? You're talking about that? Yes. Yeah.
So buggy.
Yeah.
So buggy.
But I mean, Nitedemon, have you done that yet, by the way?
Nope.
Do it.
He's trying to. That's the funny
Iron
thing.
Banner. It's Iron Banner for 2 weeks. There's nothing in this game that I need to be doing apart from Iron Banner for 2 weeks.
You can try things that are not Iron Banner.
Even this podcast. So I'm going to say goodbye to everyone and thank you for joining us.
Okay.
Your Titan has been Nitedemon.
Yep.
Your other Titan is somewhere off in Europe enjoying himself. Your Hunter is no one respawned in real life.
Beautiful.
Your Warlock is Andeh13. You
Thank
can
you
find
for
us
having me.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Thanks for being here.
That it says 2 Titans and a Hunter. If you type 2 Titans and a Hunter into any search box, you'll find loads of stuff. We're on like Twitter. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. Twitch. No one respawns in real life on Twitch if you want to see what this man does, just in general. Or you want to see a live version of this disaster show each week that he remembers to click the buttons right. You'll see it. You might not necessarily hear it. You might have to message us and go, has he turned the buttons on? And then we prod him and go, you need to do something. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then 2 Titans and a Hunter over on Twitch. Sometimes you will find me streaming and these guys will join me and we will play and have some fun and have some laughs. I still can't figure out how to kind of get everybody's audio into it without kind of linking Discords and things like that. So I apologize.
Promise you, when I join you, you do not want my audio in there. It becomes not safe for kids.
For YouTube?
I've joined. Yes. It just won't work.
Well,
Yep.
you won't be invited then, sir.
Oh,
But yes.
Ooh. He said you'll be muted.
If
He
you
said
want
you
to
can say, but
contact
you'll be
us,
muted.
Two Titans and a Hunter at hotmail.com for email.
Love it.
You can contact us over on Twitter and X. You can contact us on Facebook. Literally anywhere that you see us and we're typing and doing stuff, contact us and tell us that we're doing wrong. Like
you can even contact them on TikTok.
You could. Discord this week. I was told off this week in Discord by Dimwee. So yeah.
You were told off?
Yeah.
What did you do? Dimwee
It's what
usually
you did.
attacks me, not you.
Yeah, it's what you did.
Oh.
He was telling me off for
What I
what you
do.
did. No, it wasn't. It was what I did or what you did.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. He just wanted to tell me off. Anyway, so yeah, I'm probably forgetting a lot of things, but
Yep.
that's Peroty's fault for not being here.
Mhm.
I'm going to blame him. I'm going to go play some Iron Banner.
Yeah, so if you didn't enjoy this podcast whatsoever, it had nothing to do with anyone on it. It was Peroty, 100%.
Yeah. Definitely.
I agree.
So say goodbye in your native tongue, please, people.
Deuces? Question mark?
Goodbye.
Ahoy hoy.
There you
What the
go.
hell?
Two Titans and a Hunter, a Destiny 2 podcast.
Are you supposed to say yeah, nah, yeah? Isn't that your whole thing? Isn't that the cry of your people? Yeah, nah, yeah.
Yeah, but no, but yeah, but yeah. No, that's Night Demons.
That's English. Yeah.
Yeah, that's English. I mean, we are. I am you.
Yeah. Wait.
What?
What?